All right. Hey, my name's Austin. I'm the chief mathematician here at LTV Numbers. In this video, we're going to be talking about how LTV is calculated. So as you can see, there's only a couple points on this page that you need to fully understand, but this can be complex, which is why it's really important that you understand what's going on, because I want you to understand how we interpret and calculate data that your business will find very useful. Also, if you don't know what LTV is, then head on over to one of our old videos where I explain what LTV is and why it's so important for your business. So let's get started. There are two components that we look at whenever we calculate LTV. Let's assume we're talking about customer LTV first. So the two components are customers who bought from you X days ago and this new metric that we've created called lifetime revenue. Now, lifetime revenue is the long-term revenue that these customers, bring in. That is how much they've spent on your company from the point they started becoming your customer. So just keep in mind that lifetime revenue is a new metric and that it'll be discussed in more detail in another video. Now, there are two types of LTV. There's customer LTV and lead LTV. So if we're talking customer LTV, then the components are the customers who bought from you X days ago and the lifetime revenue of those customers. If we're talking lead LTV, then it's the leads who opted in X days ago and the lifetime revenue of those leads. Now, it's important to note that LTV is calculated on certain days, right? And again, let's assume we're talking about customer LTV. And so the formula to compute LTV on day something, let's call this day X, right? The LTV on day X is calculated by total revenue generated from customers by day X of their life, which is the lifetime revenue on day X, divided by the total number of customers who are at least X days old. And now if we wanted lead LTV instead of customer LTV, then we just change the customers to leads. So total revenue generated from leads by day X of their life divided by the total number of leads who are at least X days old. So, and just remember, based on the formula and the components I talked about, look at how the numerator, total revenue generated from customers by day X of their life, is the lifetime revenue on day X. So now what does any of this mean, right? Intuitively, it makes more sense to look at the graph. So this is the lifetime value graph. We're currently looking at a funnel breakdown. We're looking at customer LTV as well for the past 90 days on a weekly basis. Over here, these y-axis values are the lifetime values, and the x-axis is the day. The day X, let's say. Down here we have the name of the funnel, purple, green, and red, 45002, 40529, 44231. Number of customers, which is very important. We have to take this into account as well when we're looking at LTV. And LTV at day 0, day 30, day 60, and day 90. So back to the formula. Intuitively, what it means is that a 90-day-old customer will stay in the line from day 0 all the way up till day 90. And how we calculate the LTV at day 90 is we use the formula. LTV of day 90 is total revenue generated from customers by day 90 of their life divided by the total number of customers who are at least 90 days old. Same thing applies for a customer that bought yesterday. A customer that bought yesterday stays on the line until day 1, right? And we also calculate the LTV at day 1 using the exact same formula. So let's imagine that these 3 funnels are your funnels. So notice that these lines are going up. This means that your current customers are still paying you money. So for instance, they joined your membership or they purchased products from your broadcast email. What they end up doing is that they end up increasing the LTV for the funnel by which they came. So customers who bought your product from let's say the purple funnel at least 90 days ago have an LTV of $70, which basically means that customers who initially bought from the purple funnel are still buying stuff from you after. And again, same thing for customers who bought your product from the purple funnel at least 1 day ago, who bought, let's say, yesterday, right? We see that it still increases from 51 to 52, which means that customers who initially bought are still buying from you. Again, we can also apply this to ad campaigns. So instead of these being your funnels, we can also track the LTV for your ad campaigns. And basically, we switch everything in the example. In the examples earlier, we switch anything that I said funnel to ad campaigns. And so, if the LTV goes up, it just means that the customers are increasing the LTV for the ad campaign by which they came. So as a recap, I want to look at the formula again. The LTV on day X is the total revenue generated from customers on day X, or by day X of their life, divided by the total number of customers who are at least X days old. Now, intuitively, remember this: an X day old customer will stay in the line until day X. A 90-day-old customer will stay in the line from day 0 all the way till day X. And that's basically it. So if you want to learn more about how we calculate your LTV, because again, this is a very complicated topic, but this is just the general basis of what I've covered. And if you want to learn more about the tool and how it does that for you, then just hop on a call with us. We'll have our link up on this page or in the video description. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.